Where were you when I raised the money left and right to feed him and fly him from hospital to hospital? Where were you all? Sitting there talking nonsense. Talking about cause I ain't got no integrity. I didn't have integrity when I was feeding Joseph Boakai. Your God. Bunch of ungrateful people. Have you heard Joseph Boakai deny that I was raising money left and right to feed him? Have you heard him deny it? He will never deny it because he knows this to be true.
Some of you thought I was never going to create families of Boakai. Yeah. Because I went to counties. I'm not criticizing because I want to criticize. I'm criticizing because we said yesterday, former President William was riding private jet. When the Joseph Boakai had brought to power, is riding private jet from here to go to the country. Yeah. But I will speak because people in Saturday saw me when I was passing to go on a convoy. Spend my own money to bring him to power because we thought the road yesterday was going to be right today. Yeah. I had no regret to vote against former President William. But the people that are brought to power will regret why I have to vote for them in campaign. This country is a better place and will be a better place. Yes, sir. Because there's money in the country that we can live for. We don't need money from outside. So, but we don't want to empower people here. We say that as lawmakers, we have become lawbreakers. We have become criminals. We put all the money in the budget for ourselves and leave them out. I want to challenge some of your lawmakers. Some people say they want me senator. They're breaking all the law. The law you make is breaking the law, but you want to go on. You know why people want to go on? Because they want to increase the time. They say they are too short. You cannot be a gangster, then you want to run global. You cannot be a lawmaker that disrespecting the law that we made ourselves. Then you say you want this senator, then you waste your time. Nobody here can be for the government economy. But when we can be for it's not happening and it will never happen. The only thing they are there for, when last people go there, government keep and say, Saturday people, young know that Moya said, give me 1%, I won't go in law. But they sit down over there, employ their family people because they need work. And the person that needs work, and the person Saturday people say they want there. We employ our family people, but some people are happy. Because it is the time to be happy. It is nobody's time when the country is not better. Yeah. It is everybody's time when the country is better. Yeah. And we give this as a challenge to all of you people. 2029, we may be on the ballot for the presidency. Where we will come here and say, Brother Saccoles, you people will have to appoint a commissioner for Saccoles. Brother Saccoles, they are educated people. It's not about education. It's about how well you govern your people. They got people that got degrees, they know nothing. The only person who will enter people that they can't achieve nothing from. Our marketeers will come to power. In every country, at least 2 million and break out of marketeers, sprinting runners, and younger boys to empower themselves. The money is there, but everything is long without carrying the benefit up. Because we are close.
Dependable nephew. Do you think you can get Alex to donate $300,000 to the JMB Foundation? He tried to make it look like it's money for the foundation because he doesn't want to say for Cummins to give me money. Do you think you can get Cummins to donate $300,000 to the JMB Foundation for some initiatives, making it sound all decent and professional? I said, well, Uncle, let me think about it and I'll refer to you. To be honest with you folks, I never asked Mr. Cummins. You had just eaten the man's 45,000 US for a trip you had no interest in. Now you're asking me to go back to Alex Cummins through his people and make a request for $300,000. Then he said, you know, he might be inclined to give us the money because he wants something from me. So this is the honest man. This is the honest Joe Boakai. The Joseph Boakai that is supposed to be a decent, honorable man is asking me to go to Alex Cummins under the pretext of being inclined to grant Cummings' request for him, Joe Walker, to recuse himself from the political race and raise Cummings' hand. So he wanted me to go now to Cummings to go and get another $300,000 from Ellis Cummings. I never did. I never delivered that message to Ellis Cummings because I knew Joe Walker was dishonest. How dare I go ask Cummings for $300,000 to give to Joe Walker when Walker had just made a fun of Cummings in Ghana at a meeting Cummings gave him money for? And this is and these are things we could not come to the public to disclose these things. We could not do these things because we were in too deep. We were in too deep. And so what did I do?
Guess what? Then people come and play. I swear. How we the EPA with me then? The son our man and they get a run. Husband as edition and second for free bowl. What's that to you know it's your say we the market there say na. We mo start running about. You running down here today.
It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you told us. You even claim to even be a hero for your experience. But why you for us? So why the rest press not stable? No job, no food to put on the table. No just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can't hold. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping body, breaking poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people, I hate to say you not love. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you was going to change things. But we not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. We not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather came to rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama.
From the marketplaces across the country to the people who are homeless across the republic, Liberia, your country, our country, your country, our country is going through a lot of difficulties on a daily basis.
The people say not like you.
The marketeers are crying.
Say you are going to change things. But we're not seeing changes.
There's something of views across the different marketplaces across Liberia.
We're not seeing changes.
We keep having people expressing how disappointed they are in the system.
They can't conclude.
How the country is giving them a lot of tough time.
But the Liberian people suffering.
The motorcyclists,
you wish hunting.
Kobo sellers,
Liberian people suffering.
Minis and data boys.
Rescue now. You and your rescue team.
The shoe shine boys across the country. The very car loaders and taxi drivers across Liberia, all of those into anything that can give them money. Survivability in the country has become a very, very difficult one. It has never been easier, but this administration is becoming so unbearable. Even the girls
not seeing chinches.
The female who used to get a lot more.
DC and Unity Party.
Even the girls who had the opportunity to make life easier, they themselves are beginning to complain. What is happening? Is this the manifestation of what rescuing is? Is this exactly what was said about rescuing the country? Business people are crying. People who are jobless are crying. People who got job are crying. Every single living thing in this country is to a greater extent disappointed in the way, the manner in which this country has been governed. The economy is in tatters. The US rate is now 205 Liberian dollar to a single USD. Inflation could jump to double digits before we go to Christmas if care isn't taken. While the Liberian Senate is asking the executive branch of government to account for $200 million.
You say you are
200 million US dollars according to the newspapers today's edition. What is it? What's happening with the country? Why is Liberia becoming so bad?
You downsizing.
Oh yes. When you read the news, you will see for yourself.
You downsizing. You wish
the Liberian Senate is concerned about $200 million.
Who you rather give the rescue now?
Disappearing from the budget lines, from the threats of the budget. The radar cannot find it. We're going to be calling on Amaral Kone, Clarence Guy, both senators and representatives respectively of the House of Rep and the Liberian Senate. The both of them chair the Committee on Public Accounts to look into claims by members of the Liberian Senate relative to 200 million getting missing in this country. A rescue government should not be struggling to account for $200 million. More to that, 43 million plus US dollars at the level. It cannot be accounted for due to the quote unquote cleaning of the payroll by the CSA.
You say you are
Josiah Joka told us in this country that his cleaning of the payroll saw the government of Liberia saving around $43 to $48 million.
You made the whole country divide.
Interestingly, we do not know where that money is. All of these plus many will draw the attention of Liberians headed by Mobake Molu Jr., who will be planning a nationwide protest across the country to remind the government of Liberia of the need to respect the laws, to limit the number of stealing, to focus more on people-driven initiatives, to reduce the hardship in the country by looking into political stability and having the conducive environment for business to triumph. In the midst of these things, in the midst of these difficult times, we still find people in government stealing lavishly. We still find people in government misappropriating government resources. We still find the president of Liberia, His Excellency Joe Boakai, riding a vehicle with another backup worth 1.23 million US dollars in a country where in bar jacket, bar for wear.
Let me ask you,
where in the country where in Wasonga, safe drinking water continues to be luxury. Oh yeah. To have safe drinking water is equivalent to living in luxury. I repeat, in a country where to have access to safe drinking water is equivalent to living in luxury, yet still you find the president driving in a motorcade of 1.3 million US dollars. We'll play you the voices of Liberians in the market. We will play you the voices of Shushan boys and girls, the voices of young people who are not in school. Did we mention that every single day in this country, according to a report from the different human rights institutions, the different pro girls and women institutions in the country, There is a record here which indicates that a little around 9 female in this country, especially children, girls, children are being raped on a daily basis in the country. And in fact, this information is being kept by the Ministry of Gender. And they are not saying more about it. Rape is on the increase in the country. Monkeypox again has entered Liberia after months of denial by the National Public Health Institution. Oh yeah, and other relevant institutions. Today we now have a confirmed information from the angle of Enfield that we have monkeypox in the country. We are hoping that more information will come out from the National Public Health Institution to give us sufficient information as to how we can educate our Liberian population about this particular sickness that has come in our country. All of these, plus many other issues of national concern, will form the basis of today's presentation right here on 87.9. This is the biggest thing to happen on radio in the Republic of Liberia. My name is Khan Oliver Khan. You are in tune to Freedom Radio. Interestingly, Princess Alexa Vanja Cody is not in studio today, and hopefully she will join us during the course of the presentation on tomorrow. But until then, we will take a break. When we come back, we bring you all of our sponsors, beginning with Yanjin Beer, Labor Tune for Tune, the Scratch and Win Company. You go and buy your scratch card, you scratch it, whatever you win there is for you. And later on, Crime Stoppers Liberia, the biggest non-governmental institution in the business of anti-mob justice. All of these, plus many other issues, will form the basis of our conversation. My name is Kine. Let's take a wonderful time and be right back. But again, today, remember, when you play the cash giveaway today, you're going to be winning for yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars. And so the race is on. All of you who want to win today can dial star 799 star 11 hatch, and we will be calling sufficient winners today. I repeat, star 799 star 11 hatch, and there's going to be a lot of winners who will be called on today's edition to be given 4,000 Liberian dollars. Let's take a break to be right back.
You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish haunting, was there none like you?
I said let's coming down for all our Crime Stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe. Let's coming down for all our.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own Oldman Samsaya.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe. Let's stopping crime for all of us.
Yang Tieti to Deja. Introducing Yanjin Beer from Beijing, the newest sensation in town. Yanjin Beer is so smooth and light. You can drink it, wake up in that morning, feeling very energized. And you wicked boy, the woman will be very happy. No headache, no eye spinning. And the Yanjin Beer bottle, it got a special way again open. Nobody will ever use you for the opener again. Very easy. Yanjin Beer can be found wholesale or retail at Sir Exeter and Jongo Water, and also in supermarkets or bars around you. Reward yourself by drinking Yanjin Beer, and trust me, you will be ready to go.
Yanjin. Time the money, time the money. Use your time well. Waka waka.
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
Pee-wee,
Yes.
what all the happiness for now?
Yama.
Mhm.
The thing that making some of our friends in other countries can be building houses and sending their children to Google schools. Now come to Liberia, yeah?
What's that?
They got one Liberian company called Liberty Fortune.
Liberty Fortune?
Yes, this company bringing one game they call Liberty Fortune Scratch and Win game.
And how people can play this game?
Very easy. Buy their ticket and scratch the silver part on it. Just the same way you can do the scratch card. Then any money you see on it is for you. You can win different amount of money, all the way up to 10,000 USD.
So you mean when I buy the Liberty Fortune scratch card and build the silver part, any money there is for me?
Yes, and you only need just $1 USD on the same money LD to play and win.
But where I can get a Liberty scratch card from now?
Go to the shops. Go to the boys who selling scratch cards and tell them that you want Liberty scratch card. Pay, scratch, and win. And then you take the winning card to their office at the Don's residence on 2nd Street, Topman Boulevard in Cinco for your money.
Pee-wee, thank you for this life-changing game. Liberty scratch card, we for it every day.
Spend small money and win big money. A message from Liberty Fortune LLC, the new game changer in Liberia. Oh yeah.
Time the money, use your time well. No waka.
Okay, so welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9. My name is Kai. I'm here today on a loan presentation. There are two main things happening in the country that we will talk about today. I repeat, there are two main things happening in the Republic of Liberia that we will talk about on today's edition. So, yeah, we are back. Welcome back to Freedom Radio Liberia. Okay, so I don't even know where to start from. But one thing that I know is that you and I country, my country, your country, our country, Liberia, is in trouble. I'm not saying this as a happy man. I'm not saying this as somebody who will want to take pride in the things we see happening in this country. In fact, it pains my heart to the letter. It pains me to see Liberians, especially those who trusted in this government, especially those who devoted their time, those who made a lot of enemies in this country just to bring this government to power. It pains me a lot to see those individuals being disappointed by the way things are proceeding. The country is hard. No, this one is not politics. The country is tough. Liberia is experiencing serious difficulties. The country is terrible. Things are very, very tough. And the good thing about it, the suffering in this country ain't no political party. The suffering in this town ain't no blue t-shirt, ain't no green t-shirt. The suffering in this country ain't no which color of beret you wearing. And that's why we will endeavor as hard as possible not to become political with this conversation, because it borders on the survivability of the Liberian people. This was not what was promised. A better country was promised. A more stable country was promised. A country with economic viability, economic prosperity was promised. A country where business people will be happy. A country where President Baga said he will ensure that marketeers will begin to celebrate. They will begin to make a lot of money from the businesses they are doing. Interestingly, This is the worst we have had in post-war Liberia. Our mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters in the different marketplaces across the country are going through a lot of difficulties. The sellers are more than the buyers. Those who are selling are more than those who are buying. Things are becoming extremely difficult, yet and still the government continues to play propaganda. Yet and still the government is involved with storytelling. Can you imagine the newspaper is reporting that the Liberian Senate is about to probe an amount of $200 million US that cannot be identified? The Senate, according to the newspaper, is about to look into a particular concern that was raised by one of the senators about the status of $200 million US, not 1 million, in $1,000 or $100, $200 million US. The Senate is about to probe into that matter. Read the newspaper, today's edition. In the midst of all of the wanton suffering, the difficulties being encountered by Liberians on a daily basis. See the headlines. Those of you who are watching online. The headline says 200 million vanish. That's the question. 200 million vanish. This is what we have today in a country where everything was supposed to be back on track. In a country where suffering would have been minimized. Hey, we anticipated that by this time in this country, the Unity Party government will start to treat Liberians with dignity. Our desire was that at this level in this country, the government will start to address the bread and butter issues in the country. Oh no, that's not what the situation is. Instead of addressing the bread and butter issues confronting Liberians, the government was concerned about buying 2 brand new bulletproof vehicles worth $1.23 million US for the president. Instead of solving the problems in the market, instead of stimulating the local economy, growing middle class citizens through economic empowerment, instead of uplifting Liberian-owned businesses that are struggling, instead of finding means to go and empower Liberians who are hustling, bustling on a daily basis to make ends meet, no, your government didn't see it prudent. The government left 2 brand new Toyota Land Cruiser Jeeps, bulletproof Jeeps that were turned over by President George Weah. 2 brand new Jeeps, less than 4 months old, turned it over to the new government. The government packed those cars and went to Dubai, got 2 brand new Lexus bulletproof Jeeps, where in fact the economy is in tatters. When the nation's economy is in serious disarray, when suffering is the order of the day in Liberia, when for people to eat has become an achievement. Oh yes, don't you know that there are too many family people who can celebrate every day when they have something to eat? I know Liberia was difficult under Charles Taylor. Liberia was terrible under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. It was bad under George Weah. But under a rescue government, people are not supposed to be celebrating when they find food to eat. Eating should not be an achievement. But to some families, to have that 1 cup of rice in a day, it is an achievement. Do you say they don't want to do anything? No. Will you say those family people who are finding it difficult to survive, are you saying that they are lazy, they don't want to do anything? No. What about those who are not lazy? What about those who choose to toy with their hands? What about those who choose to hustle on a daily basis, to do business? What about those who are hustling to survive? They themselves are complaining. They themselves are going through difficulties. They themselves are encountering serious problems affecting their livelihood. They are the real judgment. They are the real judges, rather. They are the real judges of the performance of this government. Freedom FM did not go to the public to ask them, how are you feeling? Austin Kawa did not go to the public to ask the public, how are you guys feeling? Abu Sherry did not do so. Neither did we see A.B. Gossin William go to the public and ask them, how are you doing? Our colleagues, Nelson Colette from Spoon Talk, our colleagues from Kia Radio, our colleagues from DTV, and several other, online and traditional media platforms in the country went to the Liberian people across the country and asked them, how are you coping? You'll be surprised to realize the kinds of utterances. You will be shocked to listen to Liberians tell their story of how deplorable the economy is sinking. You will feel for Liberians expressing how frustrated they are in this country, especially when the promise was never to be seen in a deteriorating form. You hear Liberians saying what they're going through. The rate today in Monrovia is $204 US. $205 US. 200 Liberian dollars to a single US dollar. 204 Liberian dollars to a single US dollar. 200 Liberian dollars to a single US dollar. The worst case scenario is 199. The rate is now between 198, 199 to 205 US dollars. Yeah, 205 Liberian dollars to a US dollar, rather. That's the point. This is not what was promised. When George Weah turned this country over, he turned the country over with a US rate between 175, 180, 181 up to 184. That was what he left this country with. Today, a $5 US will give you 1,000 Liberian dollars. Today, $100 US will give you 20,000 Liberian dollars. Today, 1,000 US is 200,000 Liberian dollars. That is how deteriorating our exchange rate is. The last time the president spoke at the State of the Nation address and talked about how his government was able to create a system in which the LD is now appreciating against the US dollars. Our currency is appreciating against the US dollars, but the rate is 200, 204. That's the politics of the day. You don't do politics with people's stomach. You don't do politics with people's survivability. You don't play politics with the livelihood of the people. Liberians spoke their minds when they were contacted by Spoon FM and other radio stations in the country. If you go and bring ELBC on the road, they will say the same thing to ELBC. It doesn't matter who go to them. What matters is exactly what they are going through. So even if it is BBC, they will say what they know. If it is Al Jazeera, they will say what they know. If it is Voice of Plebo, they will say what they know. They don't care who's standing in front of them. What they know is the difficulties they are going through. What they know is the hardship they are encountering. What they know is the unfavorable environment created by this government to do business. That's what they know. That's what they will communicate. Over 5 different opinion polls sampling of views conducted across the country by this government through their friendly radio stations. All of the results came back knocking them together. But I don't want to jump the gun because I have a lot of Liberian people own voices that will play on the radio. So because I want to give you sufficient time so that we play those voices, that's why we are laying the basis. Mr. President, the country is tough. I did not vote for you. I didn't support you. And I'm proud of the decision that I made. I'm not going to hide from that decision. I made that decision. I didn't vote for you. I didn't support you. I'm setting this disclaimer. Let it be known. I didn't support you. I didn't vote you. I didn't support you anyway. I do not have to support you though. The suffering in this country is not asking questions as to who supported who, Mr. President. The suffering in this country has grown higher to the extent that even those who supported you are suffering. I'm setting this disclaimer so that those in the buses and the taxi listening will say, oh, well, we expect you to say something different because you didn't support the man. That's what I'm saying. Before you say it, I'm saying it by myself. Oh, yeah, I'm a Southeasterner, though. You know the crew people, when they're making flour, and you're making flour with crew man, crew woman, they start cussing themselves first. Then when you come out and start cussing, people say, oh, man, but shut up. I think he's saying the woman finished saying that about herself. Tell the woman say, okay, oh, man, but the woman already knows. The woman already tell you, say, me, I can kill my house money. So when you tell us, you, woman, who care, man? People, you be laughing at you now because they know that you already lost weight. You lost balance. So I'm saying this to me. I didn't support you. And I am proud of the decision that I made because you are not proving me wrong. But there are people who supported you. They are suffering. Not only those who did not support you suffering, even your very people who supported you are suffering. They are going through tough times. It's not about working in government or not working in government. Some of the people who supported you, they were ordinary young boys and girls selling in the market, selling in the different places. They were surviving on the Ellen. They were surviving on the George Weah. Their businesses were not making billions in profit, but they were managing. They were sustaining themselves. They were keeping some money and sending their kids to school. Those who supported you, today your president, a good portion of them were engaged on the streets of our country. Their stories are terrible. They are disappointed. These things should serve as a wake-up call for the government. Caroline Pia Sando, and all of the different folks at the Ministry of Information should stop using propaganda to hide the reality. You can lie your way to power. You can lie on your way to power. You cannot lie your way to keep power. Propaganda would not solve the problem in the country. The place George Weah left chicken feet in the market is not where you have chicken feet today. If I lie, go to the market and ask the market people how much was for chicken feet under George Weah before you could leave, and how much are they buying chicken feet today? Those are bread and butter issues in the country. The place George Weah left the bag of rice in this country, that's not where you have it. You have it above where George Weah left it. It's about the bread and butter issues in the country. The place George Weah left the U.S. rate is not where you left. Well, I mean, it's not where you have it today. You have the U.S. rate claiming Jacob's ladder. Liberians are becoming so frustrated by the day. And the best that I can do is to elevate their voices. Is to help them to express themselves. Maybe you will listen, Mr. President. Maybe your bandwagon of political advisors who are wearing this arrogance and this issue of winner takes it all, this issue of non-compliance and bigotry, perhaps it is going to ignite some form of consciousness in them. so that they will realize that while we are whining and dining on the king's table, there are Liberians out there, most of whom supported this rescue train, who are growing out of patience. Apparently, they'll communicate this to you. And that's what we're saying in the midst of all of these difficulties. In the midst of all of these hardship Liberians are going through. That's why we were crying here and there when we saw you buy a vehicle that worth 1.3 million US dollars from Dubai. In the midst of this suffering, for all to see you, an elderly president. I mean, you're an old man though. An elderly president concerning himself with luxury. In the midst of this suffering, disenchantment amongst Liberians, in the midst of all of these hardships, to see you riding a presidential motorcade of 1.3 million US dollars brought us so much tears. Not for some of us who did not vote you, but we felt so sorrow. I mean, we felt sorrow in our hearts. We felt emotional, not for ourselves, but for those who supported you. At least for them, they saw in you change. For them, they saw in you hope. For them, there was this aspiration, this desire of having a brand new Liberia that will reflect all of the interests of the Liberian people. They did not see a Liberia where you were concerned yourself with riding bulletproof vehicles when a school in Fort district in Grand Cayman County or Bowman County ain't got all of the basic necessity. They didn't see this coming. And that's why they are disappointed. Is it late? I do not think so. Can you redeem the time? I believe so. Are your people willing to redeem the time? I doubt so, because they are wearing arrogance. They do not see the need for a reset. They do not see it. For them, it is about continuing to wallop in arrogance. Now, what time? We are in charge. Let them go to hell. For them, this is what they concern themselves about. For them, the entire country should go to hell. In as much as they remain on the payroll, in as much as they're in the proximity of the president, in as much as they have the control over the different ministries and agencies, the checkbooks and the financial institutions of our country, down to the security forces, once those things are in their reach, let the rest of the country go to bed. And that's why I say I doubt it that the current team of individuals you have can lead that drive for a reset. But I say this, Mr. President, and I say this to all of your cabinet ministers, from Sylvester Grisby down to the Kofi Woos and all of the people who are providing you with the advice and all of the different councils, that if you do not change course, if you do not address the bread and butter issues in the country, foremost amongst them, if you do not address the issue of reconciliation, national healing and reconciliation, if you do not address those issues, the bread and butter issues in the country will continue to linger. Because no government, especially in a post-war country like Liberia, will triumph in the absence of a genuine national healing and reconciliation. No government, I repeat, no government in a post-war country like Liberia can thrive in the absence of a genuine national peace and reconciliatory endeavor. And that should be triggered by you, the president. You are the head. In the midst of it all, you continue to have a terrible business climate. It is no secret that the country is dry. Your partisans know that the country is dry. The foreigners themselves know that the country is dry. It's difficult. But I'm not going to sound more than what the ordinary people said. Let's go to them, and we take our time for the next 10 to 15 minutes Let's take our time to listen to what ordinary Liberians have to say about you, Mr. Boaka, your leadership for the last 15 to 16 months. Let's hear what ordinary Liberians have to say about your government. Let's do this.
Because full the people, the people of lot of people have been wishing to talk to Spoon. Because Spoon full the people, the people of Braga. Yes, lot of people have been having 45 years experience. And see what's going on here. See what's going on here.
What's going on here? You want to lock the camera?
Very tough. Very tough.
When you say things are tough, what do you mean?
To get money, young man.
You want to lock the camera?
To get money. You see the time?
To get money high right now?
Wrong. Yes. See the US rate. And the man with a 45 years experience, it's just a bluff. For nothing experience there. For nothing experience, Boga brought you to the people here. You see, when you see this police running behind you, taking your market, how people eat. Just my school coming open now. School just tell my school coming open. And I want for you to go and tell Boga, you're from school, you tell Boga, you should put your experience into use. Put your experience into use. We can see your experience. 45 years experience, my mom, agriculturalist, you can see what I meant to my people.
But just finally, do you think the economic hardship you're talking about is the fault of the government, or is just the reality as per what's happening across the world?
If you get experience, come with experience. Come with experience. Come with experience. Now you have more 45 years experience. Guess what on the dog? They get no experience. That's so nothing 45 experience.
Okay. Thank you very much. Why are you?
My name is Favor.
Okay, Favor. Okay, so what you will say to your government?
The country is so hard for us and our parents. We are not going to school. All the children we are saying, but this time, my mother said 20 government to finish. It can be hard. My mother not afford for me to send me to school. So we want for the government to make everything so for all for our mother to afford to send us to school.
You going to school?
No.
You're not going to school right now?
Yeah.
You said what's your name, Favor? So what kind of business your man doing?
Kobo.
She's doing Kobo business. She's selling across there, all the way on the other side. Your man don't like talking to Spoon TV right now. And you want the government to improve the country so things can get easier with your parents and so you can go to school.
Yeah.
No money in the country. The country very hard. Even before, I think Joey turns out better because we got one or two. But so the new people getting power, the speaker shit, we are having two speakers. They add a future speaker and the real speaker. The real speaker just resign. But they put in our parliament, they get law for the country. They just seeking a set interest on the ways, on the committee, so they forget about the country. They do all type of stuff. Spoil the country image abroad. Can you imagine? You look at the capital building, catch your fire burning. What the men and they're fighting for power. Don't see what
But why do you think things are hard in the country? What do you think is responsible for the harsh economic situation? Is it the fault of the government, or is it the other aspect that has to do with the fact that hardship will always be around?
No, the government, for me, what I know is the government not having contact.
Contact?
Yeah, the president, because if you look at the president cried up or University of Labrador or PSC, he got nobody outside that you know. He sells a property, he never exposed himself because he's a man, he's very savage. He never show himself to people. But for me, what I noticed, the president turned out LU and get PSC degree, so he had no connection outside. One of the meeting, bang.
You think that's the reason why there's an economic hardship in the country?
And the judges system in the country not fair. So no one can look at them living money, bringing abroad again invest because abroad law is very fragile. They respect the law.
When it comes to the business, things are not really improving because the economic system is very high. Money is not coming in. People are not doing business that before.
Yeah. People not doing business that before.
Yeah.
So money not coming in.
Yeah, money not coming in.
Okay, let's talk about the exchange rate, for example. What's the exchange rate right now?
The exchange rate gone to 200.
200?
Yeah.
When was the last time you changed money for 200?
Yeah, quite recently, like day before yesterday, I changed money for 200.
How is business with you?
Business is difficult right now.
Business is difficult?
Yeah.
What do you think is responsible for this? Do you think it's the fault of the government, or you think it's just the economic reality across the world? These things are happening.
I think it's the government because the government need to put mechanisms into place to make the economic condition better for the people. So I'll blame the government.
Okay. So you think the government is at fault?
Yeah.
What do you make of the economic situation?
Everything is very hard. Therefore, it's not made level at all.
I'm Willis Zoe,
Okay.
chairman of Banana Island.
So how do you call this place? Banana Island?
Yeah, Banana Island, Banana
So
Island.
where does Banana Island start from?
It's down right here.
Oh, from right here?
Yeah, go that place. Yeah.
The entire Banana Island.
yeah.
Why did you call this place Banana Island?
Because we surrounded by water. You see there? That water, yeah. So now you see the pool water coming from so, but it get come up here, so it's surrounded by the island.
Oh wow! Now, how is business with you?
As we are talking to you, business is hard. Business is hard. Doesn't collect. Thank God you reach on the street.
Now, you spoke about the economy being very tough. They're not really buying from you. What do you think? Is it the fault of the government or is it just the economic reality? Is it something that's just happening across the world?
It's the fault of the government because it came from that two speakers when we're having in the country. When that two speakers situation on, we get one speaker, one samba. So the fault from the government.
Wow.
Sometimes I'm not allowed to use, sometimes I'm 7 hours on the street before one customer can ask me for even $5 before one customer move from here. Sometimes it go 3 hours if I talk to another customer. And when I used to happen like that before. Wow. For sure.
So you say things are better first, but it's not better.
Before, yeah.
When you came before, you used to make more money.
Sometimes 2 hours time in 70, one be na laying banana. Either I want to go fast on a lay quiet corner to relax. And then I go either I pay thing about paying super now. Wow. Now the pay super and play. That's important.
All right. Thank you for talking to Spoon TV.
Thank you too.
Yeah.
How is business with you now?
On a serious note,
I think it's getting better.
business is not okay. Business is not okay. I just selling shirt.
Also, so that's on the shirt in your hand.
Yes, that's my shirt. I carry this to one of my customers, but he said he complaining on money, but it's not easy.
So you brought the shirt back because your customer is not in a position.
Yeah, I had to bring the shirt back.
The economic situation in the country, do you think it's getting better?
For me, based on my own understanding, how I see things, especially we that are toward the street, the economic system is actually declining because people are complaining on a daily basis. No money. When you come on the street, even when you finish investing in your little business, you can't even get the money, or you have to get the money out of the goods because everybody is complaining no money. So to me, the economic system is not improving; it's declining.
Do you think it's a fault of the government or it's just a reality?
No, for me, I would say that's the fault of the government because they had the power, they had the capacity to change things around. But I don't think they are using the referral procedure to see how best things can get okay.
What do you make of the economic situation in the country at the moment?
The economic situation is bad up because too many people are complaining, especially when it comes to people having, their daily bread on time and what have you. It's bad up, to be frank. So that people are not eating on time.
But what do you think? Is it the fault of the government or is it just the reality that things are hard everywhere?
It is the fault of the government, and furthermore, we blame the president, for everything.
So how is business for you?
No, the business not really super because people actually come back for when I seen them. Yeah, Tina really makes not $30 or $40 or $50, but this time when we can go inside 1 or 2%, it can be easy. Yeah, so decide the government will put it is a flood. And even for a year we selling and I'm paying for the place.
You pay for this?
Yes, I pay $10 every year.
Who do you pay to?
I pay to the chair lady of this place. Paying $10 per table every year renting.
So like all the tables here
is painting. Yes.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 or 6 tables. 7 tables.
Yes.
Each table pays
$10 per year. So it means I rented we paying. And I never see it happening in the government before. Since I've been selling on the street, I never see it happening in the government paying for sidewalk. Paying $10 US per year.
When did you start paying the $10 per year?
For this, they Joseph Baga first years.
Wow.
$10 per year is about paying.
What do you
not only for years, but all over around you're paying $10 per year.
what do you think is responsible for the economic hardship? Is it the fault of the government, or is it just the reality in the country?
No, that why I look at the government, because the government not get nowhere to lobby for, so the only time they can suppress who the youth, because you know how before in labor before for all to pay for sour.
Somebody say it's just been 1 year, 4 months.
Yes, exactly. And
I think the government is a failure in just 1 year, 4 months.
Exactly, but we're not seeing nothing going on. They say when crazy will be fine, you know, from the eve, and we're not seeing anything from the government.
All right. Things are the business for you.
The business is still.
I see you selling watermelon. I mean, you already ready. That one, as soon as you grab it, you chew right away, you move.
Yeah.
So, you say the business is going fine, right?
No, it's not fine.
It's not fine? Why things not fine? Why you think the business is not fine?
The was not fine because if you not buy, now you say. Oh, God, sell the buy, sell, now you say. If you sell, they say my without a food, no buying.
What do you think responsible for no buying this time?
But no money in the country.
You think no money in the country?
Yes, because I know. But no money in the country for that. If my problem is, he said, I mean, I only want a million or two. Yeah, because since the day I can't say, I will not again.
So what do you think the government should do to improve things in the country?
Let down the government to pay our people on time. These will be what to buy from us. Yeah, because now everybody want to eat no money. Some people say I won't credit, but I will credit when I'm in business. So let the government pay our people on time. Our brother and our uncle and our family, I leave our support and say might be what to buy from us.
How is business for you today?
The business today started by very rough.
It's rough.
Yeah. Everybody complain about new government because to people talking about changing government, the economic breakdown, things not happen. The government is not doing well for economy to go up. The economic breakdown. So the reason why money not flowing, the reason why they're not buying. And they will look at you, looking at you because before people need to buy. You need to buy 4 or 5 pair of shoes, 3. Sometimes the whole week they buy. Sometimes only once a while. If they don't buy today, they will buy tomorrow. But now, sometimes 4 or 5 days now, people can buy. Now you're looking at.
So, how things? Business improving, business moving like that, or is it?
The country is hard. Can you imagine? All the thing prices go up every day when you go buy. There's another money to add all the money.
Okay. I mean, we have not even gone have all of the audios we got. That just part of it we decided to play. You saw how long it took for me to remain quiet. This is Liberian. I mean, this is a clear, understanding of how the country is. Liberians are voicing out their verdict on the government. You don't play politics with people's lives. You don't. You don't do politics with people's life, but people's survivability. Don't do politics on it. It will not work. It will not work. And we got sufficient to play. We have more to play. You don't politicize people's lives. And the reason why this country is experiencing economic difficulties is because of the political nature in which this government decided to run her affairs. Was it necessary to have done all of the rubbish up Capitol Hill? Removal of speaker, all of the different impasses and whatever the case is? Did you have to remove speaker? No, maybe this government know what that did to the country. That speaker removal, perhaps the government is not aware of the economic implications. Maybe we need to provide small tutelage. Apparently they are aware, but they choose to do it because they intentionally want to suffer the Liberian people. When that speaker battle was on, where you saw people burning places, this one happening, this one, there were difficulties along the line. Severe difficulties. The business people who are supposed to invest more money in their businesses, they pull off. If the guy intended importing 10, 15 container of whatever goods, he was only importing 5 to 10. Between 3 to 5. He was holding on. Whenever you create a situation where the country becomes politically, unstable, automatically you are breeding ground for economic meltdown. And that's why you saw happening. It will take the next 2-3 years before the country bounce back on her economic terms. But then Liberians are languishing in poverty. But then hunger will start killing a lot of people. Look at the latest statistics. Every single day, 9 of our girls, women and girls, are being raped in this country every single day, nationwide. Maybe more than 1 per day. Grangy there. You put it together. At the end of every day, 9 of our people are being raped in this country. You left paying attention to those details. You were focused on removing one speaker. Today, and by the way, I keep telling you, when we're about to go and call winners, we will call winners sufficiently. Please, dial star 799 star 11 hash, and it will give you the chance to win $4,000. I keep telling you, once we are talking, don't mind all that talking we can be doing. Keep playing. By the time we reach to the point of giving money, we'll just start giving money sufficiently. But the point here is, the people are suffering. And there is no way you can intellectualize that one. You can go to all of the school, you go to UL, Stella Marie's, AME Zion, AMEU, all the book you know how to talk. You can even know how to talk past me. Sit in government. When the people are hungry, you go talk nonsense on the radio. Maybe sometimes they won't look at you. They want to catch you somewhere. Impressing to be saying that to them. 1 year, 5 months. The Buka Denser left the rate at 183, 184. You now have the rate at 204. The Buka Denser left back or right somewhere around 2009, 2008 to 3,100. Today, you now have it somewhere way beyond that. Our market women and our mothers know where the Buka Denser left the chicken feed, but I'm sure that the chicken feed price is no longer where it was turned over in 2024. Our mothers who used to carry a certain type of amount in the market and will buy food for them, today they keep complaining and telling us that it can no longer solve the problem. This was not what was promised. In the midst of all of these difficulties, the president is driving a motorcade of $1.3 million US. 2 brand new Lexus bulletproof. What happened to the 2 brand new cars George Ria bought? The cars only lasted 3 months. The pape chinche. The pape who said it was not about him. Yeah, he himself said it. He said, you're not coming to the presidency for him. Oh, yes. But in less than 1 year, 5 months, he bought 2 brand new Lexus bulletproof Jeeps. Each of the Jeeps costing not less than $500,000. And all two will come up to $1 million US, or a few change lesser than that, plus the other different backup and escort vehicles. And that will put the entire cost at $1.3 million. The president was concerned about his house first. I mean, his bulletproof car first, before thinking about the U.S. rate to come down. The president was concerned, I repeat, the president was concerned about his bulletproof car first, before thinking about the U.S. rate. He was concerned about building a $10 million worth of property in Lofa County before thinking about the U.S. rate. And the interesting part is, a old man standing with us were crying on the radio the other night. The old man standing were crying on the radio the other night. How JMB buying horse, building the horse in Lofa, building the other horse in Broadville. But this is the man who said he did not come to the presidency, that he was never going to the presidency for himself. He said it was for the country. The country ain't got buses on the road. The man got bulletproof car. 2. $1.3 million. He said it was not about him. It was about the country. The country ain't got proper housing unit. Okay, let's say rescue housing unit because we are obeying proper housing unit. The country ain't got rescue housing unit, but he paying one house in Broadville, one in Foya. All the some old houses there where the bad people used to be on in rehab, everything not changed. I mean, those are not our issues, right? The president should live comfortably. You can stop president from enjoying. But what happens to the masses down the line? Those who walk in the poo-poo water September 17, 2023, the rescue Green Day. What about them? They are the ones in the market today crying, expressing their utmost frustration in the way things are proceeding. I think we are having a lot of winners lining up. We'll soon go up to the winners and start to call them. Star 799 star 11 hatch. We'll give you the opportunity. Just with $100, you can win 4,000. But we're about to go and start giving some frequent players. We'll be giving some people $1,000 who are frequent players, and later on we'll start giving some money out. But when people, instead of focusing on the bread and butter issues affecting the Liberian people, your president is basically paying us $10 million. The man is 80 years old. He should be 81. Who would be at 81 years or 80 years old and still paying $10 million worth of property? When he is supposed to be concerned about transforming and leaving a lifelong legacy. You're not Eric Gossin, we aren't talking it. You're not Austin Kawas saying it. This is from Stanton Witherspoon. Joe Baka Unson.
All of you, I want you to check. Okay, when we received the information, I decided to send people there myself that are Richardson. We sent people, they couldn't allow some, but thank God, our sources, we got the information. Because you cannot do anything around that place. It's fenced in. I couldn't not just to have the outside that Rich is saying. So I was waiting that we have people inside that we can see what's going on. The project in Broadville, likewise, we will bring the video on that today. But I want to say this is concerning. I've been on the phone back and forth with some members of the government. They said, well, Stanton, the single source, the project, single source project, where? Where? Yeah. Did they have no information about where the money coming from? How much the total amount? This project, Sylvester Grisby drove to Foya, and there was a big commotion about this project. I will save that for later. The money that they have spent, let me play the video. And let everybody sit down and think. I don't know whether it's the president saying, you know what, for the AOU members in Sierra Leone, in Guinea, and in Liberia, that they can go to Foya and have the meeting and have a place to stay and discuss AOU issues. Are you kidding me? You see? The single source project, they're hiding the project. They're hiding everything. But then the single source to the relative of the president, then you be my guest. There will always be problem. People can go up and come down and try to defend the government. For me, to God be the glory, I will be Stanton. When the government does that which is right, we'll celebrate the government. When the government go contrary to the rule of law and bring about corruption and stealing and other things that will destroy our country, we should stand up. And what we are saying today, wait for tomorrow when we start sharing some document with you. Jolima Pierre got to speak. This thing got to be addressed. We even touch Broadway yet. We get in for ya. It will take us 2 days to go to Broadway.
Are you listening to it? So after we played for you to listen, we played Liberian Suffering. Stanton just told you how the Pape is building a property in Foya worth 10 million plus US dollars. But we'll come back. Let's go give one of our regular players some money. Yeah, if you're a regular player, we'll be calling you out if you are selected by the system to give you 1,000 Liberian dollars. Let's go to do it. Star 799 star 11 hash. Let's see who's this person. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, hello.
How are you, sir?
Hello.
Hello, go ahead. How you doing?
Naba.
Manike, okay, why you on the name, sir?
Malik Jing Bese.
Jing Bese. They say you've been playing the cash giveaway on Freedom plenty time, right? Okay. All right. But our system is picking you up as one of the frequent players. So because you are a frequent player, the system thought to give you 1,000 Liberian dollars. Oh yes. Okay. All right, my dear brother. So thank you very much. Congratulations. Okay, you're welcome. All right. So we'll leave it right there. He's one of our frequent players. We'll go back again to look for some more frequent players. But like I was saying to you, that is where we are. That is exactly where we are. Few minutes ago, we were playing for you to listen. Liberians who were complaining on the way things are in the country. Few minutes ago, that's what we're saying to you. That's what we're playing for you to listen to.
How's the country with you now?
The country too hard. The country hard.
Hard things. Business improving, business moving like that, or is it?
The country is hard. Can you imagine? All the things prices go up every day when you go buy. There's another money to add over the money.
See what going on here? What's going on here? You want to look the camera?
It's very tough. Tough.
When you say things are tough, what do you mean?
To get money, young man.
You want to look the camera?
To get money. You see the time?
As you can see, since the money, whenever you sell one customer, and then nobody has bought anything for you yet. Yes.
Okay, so what you want to say to your government?
The country is so hard for us and our parents. We are not going to say, but this time, my mother finish, she can be my mother not afford for me to send me to school. So one for the government to make everything so for us, for our mother to afford to send her to school.
You going? How is business with you currently?
The business is not going well now because in the government we're finding more difficulty.
The country very hard. Even before, I think Jovial turns out better because we got one or two. Things are not really improving because the economic system is very hard. Money is not coming in. People are not doing business that before.
How is business for you?
Business is difficult right now.
Business is difficult.
Yeah.
What do you make of the economic situation?
Everything is very hard. Therefore, people may level up.
Wow. How is business with you?
As we are talking to you, business is hard. Business is hard. Doesn't correct. Thank God you reach on the street.
Yeah.
How is business for you now?
On a serious note,
I think it's getting better.
Business is not okay. This is not okay.
What do you make of the economic situation in the country at the moment?
The economic situation is bad up because too many people are complaining, especially when it comes to people having, their daily bread on time and what have you.
So how is business for you?
No, the business about business are very super because people have to come back for when I seen them.
You seen it? This particular short interview, the guy was able to ask over 12 different human beings. And all of them, business in the. If you are asking some of these people who they voted for, you will be surprised to know that some of them voted for Harry Moneyba. Some of them voted for Edward Wade Appeton. Some of them voted for Joe Baka. Some voted for George Weah. It doesn't matter who each of them voted for. What is at stake at the moment is the worsening economic conditions we are encountering as a country. Interestingly, you find people thinking this is normal. I'm about to be practical about this conversation. And I wish all of our girls listening, all of our girls out there could listen to the show. The girls themselves know that their money has reduced. They themselves know. They gotta know how much they used to be receiving some kind of way when they measure on America. They gotta know how much they used to get. Today, the girls themselves can be kneeling down if people didn't get them $5, $10 in this country. I'm going to be practical about this conversation. The churches that used to be carrying 2-3 baskets for offering, the 5 basket can fold. Then the pastor can throw some to the usher. Usher, Go bring the other one. They bring the other basket and replace it. Today, to afford one small plate as offering is difficult. Forget about all the other things you want to think about. My man, forget about all the other things you want to think about. My man, the country rate. The country is not red for one partisan. It's not red for only people in blue. It is not red for only people in green. The country is red for everybody. If you listen to this conversation and you still want to play politics with the country, you will die poor and die hungry. If you still want to argue that the country is not tough because of politics, you will die hungry. Because even the Unity partisans themselves are going through stuff. They will pretend, though, when they see people who are non-Unity partisans, they will attempt to want to pretend that things are not difficult. But things are difficult. Go ask your pastor. Some of us go to churches. We don't even know what the church offering can go after. Right after service, we just got, if you get a car, you join your car, you come. If you get a car, you find bag, you go. People ain't care to know what the status of the offerings in the different churches. But I beseech you on today, go to your church. Ask your pastor, Papa, see the new government, how the offering been looking like? I mean, men of God are not supposed to lie. They will tell you the truth. Everywhere in this country is experiencing economic shocks. Things are tough. Schools now got more than 50 installments. Yeah, schools. Schools I used to get 2-3 installments, then be bluffing. Schools these days get over 4-5 different installments. They can put the children outside, then they go to the parents and say, "Yo, please bring the children back." They can go to the parents and say, "Put the children outside." After a while, they can start calling the parents and say, even though they say the 10 installment is going to pay 5,000, but you not get 1,005 there. That's how we are now negotiating in this country. Things are tough. And in the coming days, we'll tell you some of the things this government, people in this government doing for which things are tough. We'll tell you some. We'll tell you some of the things they're doing. The country got money, but they are intentionally wasting the money of the country. Go and read the newspaper. The Liberian Senate is now asking questions as to where $200 million went to. $200 million. They don't know the whereabouts. The Senate is about to investigate. That country will not get money. The president is building a house in Foya. According to Standard Witherspoon and other people, that house should be somewhere around $10 million when they finish with all of the deal. That country will not get money. Today, when you see President Joe Biden, he's in a convoy with 2 brand new vehicles. Lexus vehicle, bulletproof, made in Dubai. Assembled in Dubai, though. A total cost of somewhere around $1.23 million US. That country will not get money. That country will not get money. They are wasting your money. Instead of rescuing you, they are wasting your resources. They are squandering in the second order your national resources. The president said it before he could become president, that their government under Ellen in 12 years squandered the opportunity. I don't know what's happening, but this is beyond squandering. And I still see one guy in the bus there arguing with a friend. You check your, he eat the money, and when you go in, no food there. But he's still arguing with rescue mission. No. I still see one guy in one Texas through the eyes of faith. I'm seeing somebody in Texas arguing with a friend who listening to the show right now, arguing how the country don't have. But check that man pocket. He will even beg the driver to get on. He even got all he copy. To a hard, no food there. But he's still arguing. Check it out right now. Some men are sitting out on the one at the center, listening to the radio. They're arguing. The other man will cause a friend because of the conversation. Oh, man, the country not hard. The man you're talking that thing. But deep down in your heart, he girlfriend not asking for money 4 months ago. Come on, $10 to buy hair. Okay, hair grease. Because $10 can buy hair. Hair grease, you can buy it. But he arguing on the 10, said the country not hard. Go check it out. One pastor and a friend in pastor meeting and listening to the show. He want to argue with a friend and say, "Oh, my man, the radio ain't saying the truth." But you check it out, that pastor ain't paid drummer than in the church yet. He ain't paid the people who can sweep the church yet because no money. The offering has reduced. Yet and still, he's still arguing that the country is not hard. You don't play politics with the survivability of the people. Businesses are shutting down. Come to think of it, any country where you see plenty of people selling more than people were buying, that country running into trouble. I say this to you, the clubs that are developing in this country, it's not business improvement. When you find people building more clubs in the country, because all the businesses where people are looking at ain't making progress anymore. So people running into alcohol. People drink alcohol for many reasons. Amongst all of the critical reasons why people drink alcohol, one of those reasons has to do with depression. When people get frustrated. Oh, yes. When people get frustrated and they feel that all hope is lost, the man just fly high and get 2 bottle money and go sit down and get drunk and go lay down. Or all a problem on here, he feels that when he get drunk and go lay down, even though the problem will not solve, but that whole there, he will not be thinking about the problem because he'll be drunk and sleeping. When you wake up in the morning, the problem come out of a bene. But for him, for his mental health, that night, let him just get soaked and go sleep. And that's why you find on a daily basis, clubs are growing up because at the only business we're making progress. Because people drinking every day because they're confused, they're frustrated, they're going through difficulties. But besides that, it is tough. The government will have to take charge. You come and go get some more money. Star 799 star 11 hash. I repeat, star 799 star 11 hash. Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money users. You can play 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Once you dial that code, you can select how many times you want to play, and that will help you. The more you play, the better your chances are. So sooner or later, we'll be giving some more money, and everybody who come on the radio will get money, regardless of the size of the amount. Will give you money. The more you play, the better your chances are. But again, okay, we're soon gonna take a break. But like I was saying to you before we go to take our calls, that's to what extent the country is terrible. Things are hard. Yeah, Liberian speaking. Hear them. Then you understand why we say the things we are saying and the energy with which we say them. Take a time and listen. We'll come back. We give some people money. Then we go to the lines and start to interact with some of our callers. But again, I say to you, star 799 star 11 hatch. And when you're lucky, we give you $4,000 on a Monday. Take a time and listen to this.
Government, so doing job man, how was business with you?
Business was already know we to say what this number no business but to say one thing is that I'm playing.
Well, the business sector now we find it difficult because of the US rates.
So how is business moving?
But really, this is not fun.
Okay.
But in everything, we get gotten for the movement. But the government is not doing well for us.
Yes, so how is business moving?
Business high.
Business high.
Yeah.
So how is business moving?
The business high more than before.
More than before. So tell us about before. How was business back
before you were not very difficult oppressor now.
Okay.
At least we will pass one cartoon and when we come one day, everything will finish. 1 week.
Wow. So how is business?
Very terrible.
Very terrible. What do you mean by that?
I mean that it is slow.
It's slow.
Yeah.
So
and I easy. No person will just for all the money they take.
Then how is business?
This is not running, no money in the country. Everything looking tough.
So what are you doing?
Yeah, we said it now.
So it was quite better doing George Mike.
So we are down now.
Okay. So how is business going?
Thank God, my man, you know now.
So you said that just a government. So doing job man, how was business with you?
Business was already know we to say what this number no business but to say one thing is that I'm playing.
Well, the business sector now we find it difficult because of the US rates.
So how is business moving?
But really, this is not fun.
Okay.
But in everything, we get gotten for the movement. But the government is not doing well for us.
Yes, so how is business moving?
Busy. Busy high.
Business high.
Yeah.
Yeah, so so how is business moving?
The business high more than before.
More than before. So tell us about before. How was business back
Before
then?
you were not very difficult to person now.
Okay.
At least we used to pass one cartoon and when we come one day, everything will finish. But now when you buy one cartoon, it can take more than 1 week.
Wow. So how is business?
Very technical.
Very technical. What do you mean by that?
It is slow.
This is slow.
Yeah.
So
And I said, I'm not president with that time, but all the money they take.
then how is business?
This is not running, no money in the country. Everything looking tough.
So what I do?
Yeah, we said it now, no money in the country now, everything.
You for check up. How is business?
This is very tough, bro.
This is very tough.
Very, very much tough. Also, sleeping giving out.
How everything? How's the country with you now?
The country too hard. Not allowed to you, my son. The country hard.
Wow.
How things? Business improving, business moving like that, or is it?
The country is hard. Can you imagine? All the thing prices go up every day when you go buy. There's another money to add over the money.
See what the going on here?
What's going on here? You want to look the camera?
It's very tough. Very tough.
When you say things are tough, what do you mean?
To get money, young man.
You want to look the camera?
To get money. You see the time?
As you can see, since the money, whenever you sell one customer,
So send this money.
and then
Nobody has bought anything for you here.
yes.
Okay, so what you want to say to your government?
The country is so hard for us and our parents. We are not going to school or children. We are safe for this time. My mother said, "20 compared to finish, she can be My mother not afford for me to see for her to send me to school. So one for the government to lay everything so for us for our mother to afford to send her to school."
You going?
How is business with you currently?
The business is not going well now because in the government we're finding more difficulty.
The country very hard even before. I think Joviat turns out better because we get 1 or 2 things that are not really improving because the economic system is very hard. Money is not coming in. People are not doing business that before.
How is business with you?
Business is difficult right now.
Business is difficult.
Yeah.
What do you make of the economic situation?
Everything is very hard. Therefore, people may level off.
Okay, Liberians there giving their verdict on the performance of the 42 years experienced president under his government. Let's go and give somebody money. Star 799 star 11 hash. If you are there, I am here. Let's go and see who's going to walk away with 4,000 Liberian dollars. Let's go to the list. Let's go to the machine and see who's this person going to be. You too can be the same. Star 799 star 11 hash. Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money users. You can once you die, you can die. You can click on 4, 5, and a 5 times you will play. But make sure you get money there. You click on 3, that 3 times you will play. That three times your money will be taken off. And the more you play, the better your chances are. If you're lucky, that 4K you receive. And it doesn't mean you can win 2, 3 times, or you can win more than 1 time if you are so lucky. But let's go to the line now and talk to somebody who we think has been selected by the machine to walk away with 4,000 Liberian dollars. When we come back, we'll go to the lines and talk to you, the callers. Let's talk to this person. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you?
I'm okay. How you doing?
We're great. My name is KOK from Freedom Radio. What's your own name?
My name is Mohammed Sharif.
Mr. Sharif, how are you? Mr. Sharif, how many times did you play the cash giveaway today?
I've been playing. I always play the cash giveaway Freedom FM because Freedom FM is free. I've been following the series.
What's the code? What's the code you can play? My man, talk to all correctly.
I just forget about 2 times.
Okay. Star 799 star 11 hash. That's the only code we have right now.
Yeah.
What the last 2 number of your telephone number?
The last number?
Yeah. I said the last 2 number you call the last 6 number. What kind of man? 50. Okay, that's correct. Congratulations, my brother. You won for yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Okay, so when you receive the money, let us know. 4,000 Liberian dollars. Congratulations. 4,000 Liberian dollars. Congratulations.
Yeah, sure. I'll receive it, sure.
Okay, my brother. Thank you very much. We leave it right there. Yes, so that's why it is. We're about to go to the lines and take more and more of our callers. But again, listen to Liberians. After this short documentary, we go to the lines and interact with the callers. Let's take a break to be right back.
Time and what have you.
So how is business for you?
No, the business about business not really super because people actually come back for when I seen them. Yeah, Tina makes not 30 or 40 or $50. But this time when we can go in sell 1 or 2%, again the easy.
How is business for you?
The business I sell.
I see you selling watermelon. I mean, you're already ready. That one, I saw you grab it, you chew right away, you move.
Yeah.
So, you say the business is going fine, right?
No, it's not fine.
It's not fine? Why think it's not fine? Why you think the business is not fine?
The was not fine. The one if you can buy now you sell. You can sell the buy sell now you sell. If you sell they say my without food.
Okay, Liberians will continue to express themselves. Look, as we will go to the lines, let me say this and let it be done. You can lie on your way to power. You can kill people on your way to power. You can go on the road, in the hospital. I mean, I don't want to say a lot of things. You can do all you want to do to come to power. But when you come to power, there is one thing you can do. You can force people to lie say they are eating. When a man is hungry, no matter how loyal he is to you, when he is hungry, he is hungry. He will tell you say he's hungry. You see the people they were interviewing on the road, the marketeers who were selling, who are still selling today, who are saying the country high. When you check good, most of them for them for Joe Walker. But you know why they could not lie? Even though they knew that lying will help defend their government, the reason they could not do it because if they lie, it will affect them. They are doing business to survive. So they know that it will be detrimental to them were they to continue lying. And that's why they said the truth. They told James Collier, my friend from Spoon FM, they told him the truth. They said, no, we are suffering, James. We are not like this. Although we're not eating honey and milk, drinking juices and wine under Georgia, we were not having it free of charge. But we were not that, it was not that terrible with us like this. But what we're going through right now is hell. I'll tell you why. Whenever you have close to 7, 8, 10, 12% of senior presidential appointees having their family people outside Liberia, whenever you have any government allowed to appoint people from outside the country, any government will let to appoint people who got family in America, anytime you get that government in power, things can start getting tough in the country. A good portion of those President Baga brought in top position got a family outside the country. The money ain't passing around. Whether you like it or not, the money not passing around. Secondly, most of the guys, and I will say this to you, without fear no favor, most of the guys Joe Baga brought to power are people who are terribly mean. Mean till they are mean to their own green rescue by planning. They are mean to them. They rescue Finny. Why used to be passing around wearing rescue green t-shirt? They are mean to the extent they are mean to those children. Look, the economy is pragmatic. The economy in medicine. The biggest pay agent in this country are the government. When government remits salary on a monthly basis, that salary is supposed to go back to the economy. It will only go back to the economy easily and start circulating when the people who are taking the most part of the salary, when the people are good, when they are free-handed. They will say in Liberia. But sorry to say, bulk of those in power today are very mean. They are very mean to the extent they are mean to their own people. And I say they mean to Austin Kawa, who did not support them. I ain't saying they mean to A.B. Gossin, who did not support them. I'm saying they are even mean to their own supporters. To the extent we had to interview United Partisans on the show where they said they will protest against their own government because the men turn their back on them. Now let me say this to you. When you sit in a top governmental position and you refuse to reach out to those who are not privileged, or better still, you are not even creating the avenue outside government to help these people. You are not bettering the private sector. The country will be hard. Because the way the country can get better, if Austin pay $2,000 salary, and somebody go to Austin say, oh man, I ain't got money, well, let's live 40. Austin will take that $40, he go to the water side and buy one jean trouser. The fool who say in the jean trouser, the man will make sale today. Somebody else will come and buy. The man too will go home, he will more asking, oh, I won't fade my hair. He get a wife, someone will go fade hair. The wife too will take that hair money, go to the other salon where she can do her hair and pay for the hair in that salon. The salon woman will go to the Nigerian man who can bring the hair for her from Nigeria and give it to the Nigerian man. The Nigerian man will go and buy hair from Nigeria and import the hair to the country. When the hair coming back, it will take taxes from the Nigerian man. Then you'll find driver who will take the hair from the port. He will pay the driver will go buy fuel. The fuel man too will go buy another fuel from LPRC. The man will go and buy fuel from Kuwait, bring it back to LPRC. LPRC will take taxes. That is the circular flow of currency, of cash. That's how money looking like. Where you can start from? The government. The biggest pay agent in the country is the government. But when you find the people in government, when they are very mean, straight from the salary in the main bank account and put a security code on the boom, that money coming outside, the country becomes difficult. That's what happening to your country right now. I'm a Christian, but I'm not familiar with the Bible too much. They say when the wicked rule, the nation perish, some kind of thing. But I want to rephrase and say when the mean people in power, the country people will suffer. And what's happening? How many of these ministers you see people to their door going there to get one cup of rice a day? How many of them make their doors available for people to go to? And these are things, they are not economically, static. They're not economically, they're not verified economic solutions to these kind of problems, but these are unconventional means through which the tension can de-escalate in the country, especially from an economic perspective. Because the more you find people reaching out, people being free, small initiatives around here and there, small things are happening. The more these things are done, the more small things are happening. But the rescue children, they won't help. They don't even know where the ministers are living at the first thing. They don't even know where their ministers are living. And that was similarly done under the Ellen administration. You could barely know where Ellen Johnson's early ministers were living. Under George Weah. Even people who are currently in this government as ministers, they knew where George Weah ministers were living. I'm saying so because I used to meet some of them to ministers' houses. Weah ministers' houses were visible to the public. People will go there when I want one bag of rice, one small cup of rice, you will get it. Was that the best way to solve the economic problem? No. But was it helping to de-escalate tension? It was. People reaching out to people, giving them small money, things hard. Was that the best way to solve the country problem? No, I do not agree. But was it helping to improve the economic situation in the country? To a greater extent, it was helping. Because when you come to Minister X, Y, Z, and get you $30, and you man at $30, you go and get your June 15, you put 15 in your pocket. Now your 15 you put in your pocket, you go sit on Banana extra fee, you buy $5 liquor, you in a minute drink it, y'all get tired too. That person who's selling the liquor made a business, and you buy roasted feed or whatever, the other person. That's how, look, when the money center and few people, the whole country will suffer for it. And if you get it, decide to put it out, the whole country will benefit indirectly. It will pass around until it comes to you. But the guys in power, maybe it's start from above now. When me man in power, all the men around was starting me. And there was no way around it. As somebody said, the president went Benson Street to buy fruits. oranges, all that for the women in the business street. The mental a change. No more, you're looking at all the say the mental a change. But truth be told, this is not a country that you promise. And we beg you, please, everybody will not work in government. And that's why you need to create the environment for the private sector to get better. The only way the private sector will get better is when there is stability in the country, when the country is stable. But you're not creating jobs. Then instead of making the country stable, you're not making it stable again. You are refusing to reach out from a genuine reconciliatory angle to other opposition figures who are supposed to help stabilize the country. Instead, you keep deepening the tension in the country. You think the money people who can build 5, 6, 10 stores and appoint small library men that will go be working for $75, $50, you think they will build more stores and open more branches under the kind of tension-packed political environment? Nobody want to risk their investment. So if the government is serious, you will start creating the enabling environment to attract the investment that you need. The president should inform his ministers that elections are over. It is now time for the country to embrace national genuine reconciliation. In the absence of that, the hungry people will keep getting hungry, and while those who got it will keep getting it. At the end of the day, it's going to be a shame on the part of Liberia, because 6 years will pass, we'll have nothing to show. Do I wish this government evil? Never. I can never wish this government evil. Do I want to see Joe Biden succeed? Of course. What I will not do is to mince my voice when I see wrong thing happening. Black me out. Put me on blacklist. Do whatever you want to do. At the end of the day, we will speak what will benefit the Liberian people. For now, they are suffering. They are not doing good business. People are not buying from them. And it is upon you, the government, to ensure that you create an environment where things will get better. So that at the end of the day, all of us, whether blue, green, or red party, will have the chance to coexist and enjoy our country. Until then, we'll keep the pressure on. Call us on 086 500 104. But before we do that, let's take this quick break to be right back on 87.9. Keep the cash giveaway coming to star 79 star 11 hatch.
People bringing safety to your door. Crown Stop, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crown Stop Liberia, from the center to interior. Crown Stop, keeping us safe, they're stopping for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Omen Sam.
Okay, Crime Stoppers Liberia, the people bringing safety to your community. My name is Kine. What is your name? Where do you join us from? Call us on 086 500 104, 0776 104 104 are all numbers to join the conversation on 87.9. Let's go to line 1 and talk to this person. Hello, go ahead. Let's hear you. How you doing?
How you doing?
We're great, sir. What's the name? Where you join us from? No time.
I'm calling for Bowman.
Bowman, let's hear you, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much for the program.
Mm-hmm.
The old man here, he will not hear nothing. He will not go back. What are we talking? The woman is a stormy woman. After that men for so long, the men I get this country, you not get at her. Let me be friend with you, my brother. If a leader who have country at her, all the talking will be talking sense. Up to date, he will come out to change. But the woman will not change. The men for so long, look at the money is spending in Ropa there. Can you imagine that will go me bear hunger? No, God will punish the woman. Thank you so much for the program.
We leave you right there. We talk to this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How you doing? How are you, sir? What's the name? Where you join us from, Chief?
My name is Joseph C. I'm calling from Churchill Cowell. Sir, thank you for a several discussion this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
time says the government getting power, people who separated ourselves to be missionaries, when they first get nominated by the president and then confirmed by the Liberian in person was my own people, then I cannot live at that. My pay, why you not need to live? You need to live, you not to pay rent. Then I was going to buy my the first thing I would buy when I put that deputy minister information, I would buy a common machine, I knew. No move. Then I got to move. We are looking for one of the minister, no one refine the market. So the people who say that I want to rescue the country, who get in our country, the same by again, the people getting power. But we are waiting for them at the ballot button and now come.
You
give them.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We'll talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How you doing? Hello? Okay, we leave you. Let's talk to this person. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you? How you doing?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah, I was thinking for honor discussion Manile.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you are telling you the people they are liars. Oh, they are 10,000 joined the brigade. They are 10,000. They are 10,000 jobs. The entire boss. They gave you that kind of like 10,000 job entire boss. All the things your brigade are fly. If you go to see for us, they are liars. They are coming in me. If that's support on here, if they know where I'm coming and live, if someone said I know I'm coming and yo, I tell you, okay, the whole government are so they lie, they see the project. Oh, man, did I get one project?
Okay, thank you. We'll leave you right there. Let's go to London and talk to this person. I see you with a London number. Go ahead, let's hear you. Hello.
Yeah, how you doing, KOK?
We're great. Let's hear you, sir. What's your name? Where you join us from?
I'm you know my name. I'm Big Joe. Calling from London.
Big Joe from London. Go ahead, Big Joe. Let's hear you.
Listen, KOK. I know things are not going well, but you know there are some things you cannot undo. There are some sins that cannot be forgiven. In the Bible, it says, "Wherefore sin cannot be forgiven." The Liberian people knew that Joseph was not going to do anything, and they voted him. They knew. Who told you the Liberian people did not know that Joseph was going to be a failure? They knew. So all that complaint we're talking about, I'm sorry about the innocent people. But the vast majority of the people that voted that man, they knew that we're not going to do anything. Because before you can trust anybody, you should check the person's track record. The Papa used BNSP on the Liberian people. Man, how many times will be fooled by politicians? Ellen Johnson said it did the same thing in the 80s. She lied when they put in power. She brought all her children to government. When they asked her, she said, "Oh, my children are educated." Okay? She said, "Oh, my children are educated," but she spoke against some of the door for nepotism. Then the same unity party that destroy our economy. Let me tell you something. Okay, when war comes in the country, right after the war, the president that takes over is the one that's going to build the country. Ellen Johnson said he's going to build Liberia and put Liberia on the right trajectory. But she never did. Everything that you see Joseph Boga doing is from the playbook of Ellen Johnson selling. That nobody should go this thing here. They should stop pretending. And I'll continue to say this. Everything that Joseph Boga is doing, he's doing it because he saw Ellen doing it and nothing happened to her. So the Liberian people that voted Unity Party for the second time after 12 years of calamity, economic calamity, they deserve it. I'm sorry for the innocent people, but the people who voted Unity Party again for the second time, they deserve it. I'm sorry about it, but that's a fact.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, Big Joe from London. We leave you from London. Let's come to this person from London to Liberia. Let's talk to this person. Hello, how are you? How you doing?
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Otis Barkley. I join you from 12 Farm, Bujo Island.
12 Farm, District 16. Let's hear you, my brother.
Yes, I want to try my view on the 200 million that got missing from Liberia.
They
have a proper president.
The Senate said they're investigating.
Yes, just imagine KOK, that is 40 trillion Liberian dollars you're talking about. Not small money. This country does not have a phone. We didn't let that puppet, that all deacons.
No, you got you got to watch your diction. That's the president of the country you're referring to. You cannot refer to him like that.
Let me say, if a president don't respect himself to rule the country on a right trajectory, you don't give him respect.
No, it doesn't mean you have to do the disrespect on our platform. We're preserving. We are preserving.
Let me say this, okay? Let me say on this.
Quickly.
We want a tangible investigation on that 200 million. If not, we're going to pull out the Liberian citizens come July 17.
Okay.
That's my word. Thank you.
We leave you right there, my dear brother. Let's leave you and talk to this other person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute. How you doing?
Thank you, Kai. The official spokesperson for the Liberian Civil Rights Movement.
Go ahead.
Kai, I know when I work at the honor right in the churches that you are saying you are right. What I said is that we have our church while we are joining 3 churches. After every 2 months, the last one will go to one church. Or same thing, you know, doing the thing. The coming Sunday is one of our sister churches. I got 10, and we collect 70,000 to put it on one 10,000 with 3 churches, and they offering whatever that there. For our owner today, under today's date, they go on Sunday back of media announcement. We left with 32,000. We are not yet getting. Even in a cover that they will take money from the area of photo, which I will pay on money. They're not there. And we open 1,000, we're not making the job. Even 1,000 pay, we're not reaching that 2,000. There's how far the people are suffering. Because even in the church, they're offering weekly buses. They stand out, only one basket they can put in.
I know. I know.
Things are tough, there's no quality about it. Things are rough. The people are suffering.
Okay.
Our people are even to eat this time. It's an achievement. So let the government do better to see how our poor life can be improved. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We take the female general. Go ahead, General. Let's hear you.
Okay. How you doing, Baba?
We're great, man. Let's hear you.
Okay. Thank you for the show. Look, my disappointment is our people are expressing themselves. I think real market or either dollar market. That gentleman who was sitting down talking about how you say you call it English war. You're taking serious. You're not serious. That the point of put in this country, so he should say, "Oh, this not well." What if he was talking about peteri, maybe called peteri handle. So you better define it for me when you call peteri. And to the issue of the sedition, okay, you were here. Sedition said there was death enchanted. You know what I'm saying? Okay, they said there was enchanted in this country as CDC. So they were going to unify the people to go and tell them. When the Lord came, the Lord said, "You join us." Let's change the narrative. Then let's see your country money. He do it as well. And the economy is in the toilet. Today, what happening today? People say, "Oh, I'm going to I'm going to let me about that what they can't do it." So what happening today around here? The people that are going to just important, you know that who today? These people that left all I want to join the other side. You know for who today? They're giving you some now. Even who says they're crying for job. That when you bring this shit, they're crying for job. Then you have to join them. You think you will get a job for them? Just to see the people who are suffering. When you say that to one pressing worker, and we get pressing worker like that, what this I will say, how why good will say good will press for me and not for nobody. Oh, for say, oh, for job because you are giving you money. No, you're not in power now. What press job you are not in power? Okay, so take trouble here. No, I'm sorry for the country. When the country is going good, I will press you. I will press you. When the country is going bad, I will disturb the country with noise. You understand? We'll vote them out because they saw me and they did that. So what happening today? They're going to get in there. They didn't get the money in Liberia. They're going to go to America. You can't get you right from there.
Okay.
So you can't get from there. The hungry is getting upon die every day. Easy. They're talking about this and that. They're talking about petty. Because it's so shit and disgrace. It's getting both. Not time for that little girl. She said something that our parents are suffering. I went to school because my mom get money. But you go for me, I kept getting it. You understand? So that's telling me, I very mean. So that all people are messing myself. I'm a solution. I can't get rap for them. So in the you got people there for nobody people.
Okay.
They are going to future.
Thank you.
You can't see the hair, man, they're desperate.
Thank you.
They very mean and wicked, African rule. They would not call to when you talk. They can't do something. So they don't roster me up for people. Forcing you and using that way. That he forcing your mind. Is that how you can say? Is that rudeness? Go in the country. That's what people are right here. You see the mess, and leave the country on Facebook. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, General. We'll leave you right there. We'll talk to this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute, man. CC for you. Hello? Let's hear you. Hello? Go ahead quickly. No time. We got to return to our other line.
Yeah, this is Peter Lin. I'm calling you from Congo Town.
Go ahead, Peter Lin.
Follow your show, listening to the recording. When other platforms start to do interview with sellers in real life and other places, some you people were like, oh, these are sedition, they plan that whole stuff, and then the people go to interview, then they talk negative things about the government. But now their own spoon are brought into power. I'm talking about Waterspoon, the man who every night and then during the past regime, he used to criticize everything and then tell the Liberian people that Joseph Boga was the right choice. He sent his own people in the street to do interview with sellers. Now watch the video. See how disappointed Liberians are, how frustrated they are. Not Liberians alone, but every one of us. How frustrated we are. Today you can carry $2 because real or gallon that we used to buy for 600, 700, now 1,400. Some area 1,500. That rest is $200 US. You are not hearing UP officials talking about bread and butter issue any longer. Bread and butter issue was a topic of the town during the past regime. Every night and then they said road was not sufficient, road was not so that we're going to eat. We're not eat road, we're not eat this one, we're not eat park, we're not eat development. What Liberian people want was bread and butter issues. And they said they were coming to resolve those bread and butter issues, but today they have forgotten about everything.
Okay.
Today, presidential palace. I'm talking about palace. Like worth over $10 million in Lofa County, not just in Lofa, but another one in Sierra Leone.
Okay.
So everywhere Baka is building houses, and the officials of this government also doing the same.
Okay.
So where is the bread and butter issue that we're coming to solve for Liberian people? So it's so sad,
Thank you.
We keep telling our people to.
Thank you very much, Peter Lin. We don't have the time. Let's take 2 questions. Go ahead. Let's hear you, sir. 1 minute.
Yeah, okay. Brother, they country too hard, brother.
Oh, a country hard to the extent you even call your name?
Even everyone me are going for Cladon, brother. See, Patrick Tico. Patrick Tico is the first the country holiday. I want to see on a party also. And the country will be there. The country is hard. What's that again?
What are you selling? What are you selling? What thing you can sell?
I'm selling synagogues, brother. Who won't wear synagogue now? Everybody thinking about eating that to start a day.
Then change the good from synagogues to Kobo.
Damn, man. What about me for now?
Imagine you selling Kobo on the road. I mean, sorry about it, bro, but that's it. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How you doing?
Good afternoon. Okay.
Quickly.
This is number 4. It's so much sorrowful shaking to our nation in Liberia today. Everything is skyrocketing. To extend that people who voted for this government is usually partisan today. They can sit in our midst, in our community, in the Bureau of Aisha, where we normally go for our conference daily. The guys had tired of today to stand up. When even some of them managed to come, they will not talk about it because it's shaking is completely powerful to them. And guess what? What is happening to them? Their problem is increasing daily compared to our own. Some of them, not from credit, some of them have been placed nearby, some of them have. So, things are just getting high on there because God is trying to do things in their life that they have to work towards it. What do I mean? Nobody tell you the things were fine, we just react. But when we are administration, just what you are saying. You will give them and then they don't know, give to the other people, then you go to really other people. We were used to be on the construction field, things were moving far, we were used to sell hands to market shares to boy, yeah, you together, but today, wow, what is happening? All over you go, thing is hard, including on their own citizen, on their own related partisans. It's completely tough. So I think that sometimes when you think that to say you are with us in the community or in the world,
thank you very much, my dear brother. We leave you right there. Let's talk to the last person. You're the last caller. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Oh my God, this caller should be the last caller on the line. Go ahead. Let's hear you. How you doing?
Good evening, KOK.
Good evening, my dear brother. You are the last person.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Daniel Saki,
and I joined this even to
Go ahead, Daniel.
Okay, you're not believing like it's hard to extent that even to the World Trade Center, what young men with dress up parties in the normal business, to the extent that they got an order get beat speaker. As soon as you own the radio, they put the speaker outside. When I got at the intersection of SL to the World Trade Center.
No, that's not true. You mean Mind Show?
Trust me, I will do live video communication tomorrow if I get a time. I'm so sad about today at home. But I was surprised when I went inside the food shop. I saw the brother do it. I got a food business. I got a beef speaker. I just said, let us talk to my rest of the month. The beef speaker outside. Can't let you know you the day you don't want to know that order for that day. Tomorrow, do a video call with you and then you slap them. You know, I say we are alone.
Go ahead, you're lying.
We are men in church. We're church. Also, the pastor said the prophet said we need to swear more for all the high legality. You can't get more than 5 points. I say I will go to do that one day. The brother very hard. The man let them become fat. Let a man make their whole day offer. He ain't I get PO and shoulder. So you say I become a meeting I get it for it. If you get how what time the come meeting the country, prophet don't lie. The brother not going on this I got old man on there, but the way it comes out to it.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there. The exceptional caller is this person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How you doing? Quickly.
Good afternoon, okay. How are you?
We're great, man. Rebecca Colo. Where you join us from?
Yeah, I'm calling from the U.S., North Dakota.
North Dakota. Let's hear you, man.
I want to say thank you for the show. We're talking about librarian classes today.
Mm-hmm.
The fact is that librarian people they don't listen. The second is hate. You know, when you get hate from somebody, no matter how somebody just you listen, so you already make up your mind. You know, like Joe Parker, we're not going to do anything because of the hate we have in Jewish field. They turn the country over to workers, and now they're not just those that are in librarian, but even we that are here. We also facing the same problem because when things are over there, things are on us. You got to call 24 hours. You will not get money that your family members suffering in Liberia. You will not send it. So we just pray that the country will go back to somebody who was able to think about the people of Liberia and take good care of that country. That's what one person is all about.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We leave you, ma'am. Ma'am Colo from the U.S. Let's talk to the last person. You're the last. Let's hear you, then we go home. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Good evening, KOK. My name is Soti Terra and I call you from Ghana's.
Go ahead, Soti. No time.
My brother, you have said it all. And you know, this government, this is why we told the people that this calamity you're bringing us in the country. And they don't listen. They said they will vote for Baka. They said Joe Weah should go. And Joe Weah go today. You are seeing a lot of things. USB is escalating to 200 plus. And we are seeing many things going on in the country. But all one I can tell the small rescuer there, let them just sit down and relax. July 17, I will be the imam on a protest ground. I can assure anybody for that. I will be the imam on a protest ground, and we will meet there until the government can see about our problem. Some of the grievances will be expressing until the government can see about it before we leave that ground out there, my brother. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, why you for us? So why the respect not stable? No job, no food to put on the table. No just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can go. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping body, bringing poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people I hate to say you don't know. It's a rescue.
Jerry Marshall, all the team passes.
I just want to ask you one question. That will you be the rescue?
Okay, so we gotta go home. It has to be the end of the show on today. You can continue to do politics all of the time, every single day. But one thing you cannot continue to do is to politicize the stomach of the people. When they are suffering, when they are hungry, they will speak out. Solve the problem you came to solve and forget about the blame game. At the end of the day, you are the one who promised rescue, and rescue is what we demand. Until we return on tomorrow, have a wonderful time. DJ Hero will take control and continue to pay you more and more $4,000 here on the platform. My name is Kine. I'll see you on tomorrow. Have a wonderful time. Bye-bye.
I wanna ask you one question. That will you give the rescue? People, oh, that's why you to us. You even claim to even be the hero for your experience, but why you to us? So why the rest press not stable? No job, no food to go on the table. No trust for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest to show your kids can't hold. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping body, bringing poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people, I hate to say you not love. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question, that who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, it's a rescue. The people say not like you. You say you are going to change things.
Calling all football fans. Do you want to bet smarter? Then create your own game plan with Bet Builder only at Winners.
It's simple. Visit winners.com.lr. Pick your game, combine markets, and build your perfect bet the Winners way with Bet Builder.
Goals, scores, corner. You are in control. One game, endless possibilities. So why just watch when you can win with Bet Builder and Winners? Start building today at any POS or game center near you, or visit winners.com.lr and download the app. Winners, always number one. Terms and conditions apply.